Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Today is Thursday, March 7th. At 12:30 today, the Hillsborough UCC Clergy Group will be meeting at the Parish House. At 7:30 this evening will be choir rehearsal. Friday, March 8th, tomorrow, will be International Women's Day. Sunday, March 10th, is the fourth Sunday of Lent. Daylight savings time begins Sunday morning at 2 a.m. So make sure you turn your clocks ahead before you go to bed on Saturday night. It's also the 1 great hour of sharing offering. And on Sunday, you will find this envelope in your bulletin, and that's for the collection this Sunday, the 1 great hour of sharing. On Monday, at 2:30 on Sunday, 2:30 to 4, the Girl Scouts will be meeting in the Parish House. On Monday, the Milford Garden Club will be meeting from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in the Parish House. Wednesday, March 13th, will be our continuing soup and bread supper at 6 o'clock. At 6:30 to 7:30 is the Lenten Bible study. At 7:30, the first of our revived Lyceum series will begin, the origin of the Milford Lyceum, with our dear friend, the Reverend Dr. Alex Gondola, as our speaker. Thursday, March 14th, I will be at the Bedford Falls Assisted Living Facility doing my monthly communion service. At 10 a.m., the Garden Friends will be having a planning meeting in the Parish House. And at 7:30 is choir rehearsal. Friday, March 15th, besides being Carol's birthday, is the March greeting articles are due. At 6 p.m., the Boy Scouts troop will be meeting for their movie and overnight event. At Saturday, at March 16th, the men's breakfast at the Masonic Hall, and the Boy Scout group will end their overnight event at 11 in the morning. So we still need folks to sign up for Coffee Out. Please sign up to help host and donate snacks. Sign-up sheets for all coffee hours between now and the end of June are available every Sunday, and they're also hanging on the refrigerator in the main kitchen in the Parish House. If you have any questions, please contact Carol. The Easter flower order forms are here. There it is. This year we are offering Easter lilies, tulips, hyacinth, and daffodils. Flower orders are due no later than Friday, March 15th. I'll say that again. Flower orders are due in the church by Friday, March 15th. Dedication forms are on the back of the Easter flower order, and if you decide you don't want to order flowers, but still would like to have a dedication in the Easter bulletin for a loved one, the forms are in the narthex with either the Easter flowers or the non-flower order form. Please sign up for altar flowers. We ask you consider providing flowers for the church services. It's always nice to dedicate flowers in honor of or memory of someone or a group for a special occasion. Contact Carol in the office if you'd like to provide flowers for some Sunday. And the last two collections coming up are the Lenten collection, which will be going to the Asylum Project, and the Easter collection. 50% will be going to leukemia research, and 50% to the Coffey family, whose child is going through leukemia treatment right now. So it was great to see Dan Fellhalter here last Sunday, and I was talking with Dan, and he asked me to bring up something that I think is important. As most of you know, the church has been involved in the Kairos prison ministries for many years. Several members of our congregation have been active with Kairos over the years, including Dan. And so Dan handed me this and would ask that I would read this to you during the message. And there's a quote here from Matthew 9:37 and 38. And then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers to this harvest." Our three ministries in New Hampshire all need help, but none more so than our Women Inside program. They've been able to keep hope alive with a very, very small numbers. It is time to create a more sustainable future. There's an edited version of an email here. If you've seen it before, we apologize. It says, "I'm reaching out to you for the upcoming Kairos women's team. Simply put, we need team volunteers. Our ministry we love so much is in jeopardy. We must try to get 18 attendees inside, and that means we need to have 20 or more volunteers. We only have about that many who've been involved in Women Kairos. So ask yourself, why did I ever volunteer to be part of Kairos? Let that be in your prayers and thoughts. Kairos Women's Inside is in need, and on honesty, the ministry itself is in need to be able to continue. This is a desperate request for help. We're asking that you please prayerfully consider if you know anyone who would like to be on the next team, which will be May 3rd through the 5th, wives, mothers, sisters, daughters. If you know someone who really wants to volunteer to go in, please let Beth or Christine know so that we can begin the process quickly. Prayers are always needed for teams, but in this case, we really need volunteers. Please reach out to Beth Morrison, the next team leader. There's an email address here. We thank you for all you've done and are doing for this ministry. This email isn't meant to overwhelm anyone with questions about the future of New Hampshire Women's Kairos, but rather to help. Holy gossip is still gossip. So please help us put together and lead this team. I've been active with prison ministry over the years. I did a year as a chaplain at the Plymouth County House of Correction, and I know how important that is to the inmates and how rewarding it can be working with the inmates on the inside. It can be a challenge, but it's also extremely rewarding. So please consider, if you're a woman who's looking for something to volunteer with, please consider the Kairos Women's Ministry. With that, please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Well, for the moment, it's kind of nice outside. It's about 45 degrees. The sun's trying to come out, though I think it's going to rain the rest of the day. So I hope that you're beginning to take advantage of the weather and get outside. And of course, we're right in the middle of mud season at my house, so we spend a lot of time wiping off dogs' feet and wiping down dogs that are out running around in the mud and splaying it all over themselves. But the promise of drier weather is coming. We didn't have much last year. Hopefully we'll get a little more this year. So until I see you again, take good care of each other. Take good care of yourself. And God bless you all.